welcome back to the realm of insanity. I am your queen, KPowerXD, and we are back with some more Gold Road, Elder Scrolls Online, #ad, #partner, gifted, all those lovely things, sometimes sponsored. Previously in our Gold Road story, we did the first main story mission of this campaign. We also did a couple of side quests as well. So, and what happened with this was that the main story took us to different places that had side quests. So, in the event that that might happen again, I'm going to do the next part of the main story, and then we're going to do some of the side quests along the way. I'm going to try not to way shrine as much around the place, because that's when you miss the things. I know about... Was that one of you going, or was that him? Did you hear that? That was weird. Creepy. Beragorn! Last time, Beragorn was going to talk to us. That's why I skipped that, because literally all he was going to tell me to do was go talk to Beragorn. So I'm going to go talk to Beragorn. There's also a quest down here that I haven't done yet, so... I don't know if I'm going to pick that up now before we go talk to Beragorn. No, I'll talk to Beragorn first, then we'll do side quests. We'll do side quests. Sorry if I sounded funny, my microphone wasn't pointing at me. Should be better now. Right!
The mercenary now. Talk to Baragon, comrade.
I've been thinking about Ostamir and your investigation
My
with
water
Laramil
bottle's
and
run out.
Tribunalea. The recollection was involved each time. We need to determine what they're planning next. Maybe the burn seed we found in Ostamir can help us do that.
Oh no, my water bottle's run out! Oh no! My water's run out! How can the Wireburn seed help us with the recollection?
I'm not a green speaker or a spinner, but I know a corrupted seed when I see one. If we can trace it to its source, I think we can find the recollection. Luckily, there are experts on this sort of thing close by, in the wood elf town of Vashabar.
Could Vashabar wood elves be involved with the recollection?
Boz? Green wouldn't have anything to do with a Wildburn seed. But I want to show the seed we recovered to a green speaker. If they can tell us more about it, it might lead us right to the recollection. Help me, and I'll pay your way.
Coriel will help you learn more about the Wildburn seed.
Here, just to be safe, you should carry the Wildburn seed. Greenspeaker Derelith and Vashabar should be able to tell us something about it. Just follow the Gold Road into Dawnwood and turn north. Tribunalea and I will meet you there.
This house is enormous. Is it all yours, Baragon?
I know, it's too much. During my adventuring days, I helped a wealthy Colovian family. They rewarded me with the deed to a grand old empty townhouse. I had enough gold to make this place livable, and it seemed a waste not to use it.
So what is a wood elf doing, living in Skingrad?
I've lived all over Tamriel, and Skingrad is a nice enough city. Always something happening here, and we get news from across the continent. It wasn't until recently that the people of Westweald started looking askance at wood elves.
What do you mean?
Since the appearance of the new forest, what the Bosmer of Vashabar called Dawnwood, the rest of Westweald has grown nervous and suspicious of all wood elves. I've lived here for years, but suddenly I'm an outsider. Things could get ugly.
It said no Bosmar who honors the green would deal with a Wildburn seed. What about Sorilen?
Yes, I'm confused by that as well. Green speakers are mages who work within the Green Pact to shape the forest to meet their needs. Every Wood Elf village has a green speaker to grow new pod homes or shape useful tools. It's an art my people cherish.
So, why is Green Speaker Sorilin working with the recollection?
You saw what I saw at Ostermere. My old friend Sorilin has lost her way. If she had a hand in the use of Wildburn seeds, then she's turned her back on the Green Pact. I'm not sure she can do that and still call herself a green speaker.
Badgers, that is what I call a conversational implication. Get on it, mate. Yeah, you tell him, Sonny. You tell him. Oh my gosh, Kay, I love the main story for Gold Road. I'm almost done with it. It's amazing. Really, I'm really enjoying it, actually. I've only just touched the surface, but we spent all day on ESO Tuesday, and it was just really good. Remind Coriel about the recollection.
My best guess is...
Yeah, we know about the recollection. Okay. Right, let's go. So we need to go to Vashjama, which is over here. So we are going to pick up that quest that is in the main city. It could just be an easy go talk to someone quest. It could be a little bit more of involved quest. We won't know until we pick it up. It might be inside a house. No, it's over here. Oh, it's these two.
That's it, Corvus. People are dying, and you turn a blind eye because you're busy?
I wouldn't expect a deserter and a thief to understand the Legion's duties. Look after yourself, Hook. You always have.
Oh, the sass. I'm gonna pretend like I haven't heard that 5 million times running through the city. The sass. Where's my memory foam pillow gone? There it is. Oh, fuck. Bit of lumbar support. Sort out the posture. There we go. Right.
Well, I suppose you saw that. It's been 20 years and Sergeant Corvus is still a stuck-up Colovian.
It is such a good game, K-Walk. Hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello.
But we were deserters, so he thinks we got what we deserved. Damn it all. Maybe he's right.
Who was killed?
Almo and Regnier. Comrades in my Legion days, then fellow outlaws after. We called ourselves the Scarlets. Sorry, the name's Hook.
I already did my posture
Back when
check,
Gold
but thank
Road
you
was
for the
rich,
reminder.
I led the gang.
I can't hydrate.
Did our time. We're not thieves anymore.
Do you think you are in danger too?
If I get what's coming to me, so be it. The price of being a thief. But we left that life years ago. The other Scarlets don't deserve to die. Can you help me gather the crew? Protect them from whoever's hunting us? I can pay you. Thief's honor.
This one will help you find the remaining Scarlets.
I think we'll get along, friend. Here, let me mark your map. I know where you can find 3 of the surviving Scarlets. Big Fallen Knives, and Valenia. Tell them to go to the Skingrad Outlaws Refuge. I'll be waiting there.
Tell Khajiit more about the 3 Scarlets she is looking for.
Right. I'm not exactly sure how many of us are left. Big Fallen Knives, and Valenia are the only ones I've been able to track down so far.
Tell Khajiit about Big Arm.
Big our chaplain, and a poet too. She penned the words to our one rule. She could have settled down in a temple, but we needed someone who could bust down doors. Heard she had some trouble to deal with out at Varen's watch.
And what about Fallen Knife?
Not much to say about Knives. He was half in the bottle back in our Legion days, and crawled all the way in after we served our time. But I'd rather have him chugging than thieving, I guess. Last I heard, he was in Ontus.
And who is Valeniar?
Ah, Valenia. There were times I wondered why she chose a thief's life. She had family back in Valenwood. Could have gone home any time, but I was grateful she stayed with us. She's in Vashabar now. Oh, forget it.
No. What were you going to say?
Nothing, I suppose. Just daydreaming. Valenia and I were close once.
Oh?
Enough of that. That was 20 years ago. There are lives in danger today. Valenia's life, too. We should focus on that.
You mentioned being a thief?
Thief, highwayman, brigand, outlaw. I'd be richer than Count Calantius if I had a gold piece for every name they gave us. That's not who the Scarlets are anymore. Once we were legionaries. Good ones, even.
This might be the first time I've ever seen someone live on TikTok playing ESO. I'm happy now. Welcome to the ESO clan. I'm an Elder Scrolls Online stream team partner. I play a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, and if you're looking for more Elder Scrolls Online, definitely do join our Discord. You can find the places to join it in the usual places that you can find things that you can click and stuff like that. So yeah, do come and join us. And there's a lot of us that stream it. There is. What happened?
We were pressed into joining Emperor Morikar's invasion of Western Skyrim. Damn foolish thing. No surprise he's not here anymore. We barely survived. And when we finally straggled home, there was nothing left for us.
Telkajit, you deserted?
Aye, no different than abandoning a ship when it sinks. We Scarlets are survivors, and that's what we did. Took a lesson from Morikar's Reachmen. They stole to keep their bellies full, so we did too. Everything but lives.
Why draw that line?
The Scarlets had a rule. Take from those who can spare some, take nothing from any that can't be undone. Hard times never seem to touch the fortunes of the rich. Still the same today, I reckon.
So you're a Robin Hood, huh? He's a Robin Hood. Okay, so this is going to take us all over the map. One of them is where we're supposed to be going next. One of them is where we've been before. So I think that's the Despair. So we're not going to do that one. I might do the Despair really quickly because it might go around the map and it might give us a more organic reason to go to some of the other locations to do the side quests. So let's go to the Way Shrine and we'll go quickly pick up that lady's Despair.
Worries me. Nothing natural.
For those that don't know, we picked up a quest yesterday where a lady had been using some magic, mirror magic, and she split her and her emotions in two. So we've got to go find her Despair and convince her Despair to go home. Oh no.
I wish the river would just carry me away.
Mood.
If only I had the energy to drown myself. I can't even do that.
You must be Belien's Despair.
Despair, sadness, depression. What does it matter? I don't have the strength to argue with you. I hoped the river would calm me. But the flowing water just reminds me how stuck I am in this miserable life. Please, let me rot. It's all I'm good for.
Is there anything Coriel can do to help?
There is one thing that might lift my spirits. Whenever I was sad as a little girl, I'd collect pretty blue flowers by the river's edge to weave into a crown. I saw the same blue flowers nearby, but I don't have the strength to gather them.
Coriel will gather the flowers for you.
That's too kind. Really. Don't waste your time on me. I'm sure you have better...
Wow, you've not played since Greymore? There's been so many updates since then.
I suppose I'll still be here.
So many updates, and a lot of quality of life updates as well. Coriel can ask you some questions. Yes?
Why do you insist on prolonging my suffering? I don't suppose I can stop you,
Bless
though.
her.
Ask your questions. I doubt my answers will make any difference to you.
Why are you upset?
You could never understand the deep well of sadness that lives inside me, spilling out in my tears. It's ineffable. An abyss so large, I fear it'll swallow me whole. That is to say, I don't really know.
I think a lot of us understand a bit more than you think, lady. What are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm waiting here for the sweet embrace of death.
Goodness. This is kind of what I've been like to badgers recently, just like super emo. Right, let's go pick this lady some pretty flowers so she can make a crown and be less sad. Okay, let's pick some flowers. Are they on the other side? Oh no, there's some on this side. To pick 3. The only time when an Argonian passive comes in handy is when you're jumping across a river and you want to get to the other side. Right, let's go back to her despair. Oh, I was on the right side of the river. Dang it. Hoi! Hopefully we can jump across some of it. The Nerncrux farm route is nearby. Dang, there's a Nerncrux farm route? Nice. I don't farm things. The only time I farm things is gear. And even then, I'm not a hardcore farmer. Ooh, I ain't a hardcore farmer. I just do a couple of runs and then I do something else. Because if I farmed, I'd definitely end up hating ESO or any game. I don't like doing it. Been there since day one. You talking about day one of Gold Road? Because this is a brand new zone that only came out this year. So this has not been there since day one. I'm guessing you mean Gold Road. Just guessing.
The flowers by the river's edge are so pretty. Maybe my tears could help water them. Oh, but they're so far
It's so
away.
sad. Khajiit gathered the river flowers for you.
You did that for me. Maybe there is still some kindness in the world. Ah, these blooms are beautiful.
Nerncrux is still very
The
expensive.
dark clouds in my mind are parting a little. I feel lighter.
Your primary self is looking for you.
I know. I just haven't had the strength to return before now. Maybe reuniting with her would be nice. Less lonely.
She understands you like no one else can.
That's true. I felt incomplete this whole time. I need her strength to help me shoulder the burden of my sorrows. Thank you for your kindness, stranger. I'm ready to go home.
Aww.
There you are, darling. Let me share your burdens.
Please. I don't want to be alone anymore.
You won't be. Not ever again.
Oh, this is actually a really sweet and sad quest.
Oh. I feel so heavy all of a sudden.
Good work. That's one less facet to worry about.
Answer this one. How do you feel?
I feel sad. Oh, it aches. What's this pressure in my chest? I can't stand it.
What can this one do to help?
Please, return another facet. There's one nearby. It feels boisterous. My delight, maybe. I need more than despair. It's overwhelming. I always liked celebrating at Stone Chip Tavern in Ontis. Check there. Now, I need to lie down for a bit.
So where is the next piece of her? Ah, all the way up there. So, we couldn't find a quest in this delve. We've done this world boss. We've done the public dungeon. We did Rustwall Estate. We also did the little farm up here, which apparently... you know what? Oh, do I want to go that way or do I want to go that way? But I really want to do this quest. I can't stand it any longer. I need to know what is going on at this inn. I need to know what is going on at this inn, chat. We are going to travel up there because it's just going to be quicker, I think. Oh, wait, I'm literally right near a white shrine. Literally right next to the one. Quite literally next to one.
I'll let you take the risk.
So reloading means the goblins are no longer ag to me. Interesting. I can't actually remember where I think it was like... Okay. I think it was in between... It was these two things, right? Yeah, you got... Oh, no. Was it in between these two? Or was it further up? I think it was just up the road here. And then we'll go to Outcast Inn and we will figure out the mystery. Wait, what's going on? Who's this? Oh, no, that's the trial. I'm not picking up the trial quest. Not right now. So you're saying the gobbos... I think they were just up here... to the left, maybe? The goblins are no longer aggro, apparently. They are here. Are you still aggy? Oh my god, they're not! The goblins are nice! They're yellow now, which means you can unalive them, but you can't do it. They won't attack you. They won't aggro you. Oh my gosh! We have a little goblin family. Look! Oh my gosh, look! Have they put their totem back? Aww. Oh. Well, they seem to be enjoying. Oh my gosh, look! Wait, I can join in. Ready? I've got to try and get it like a better timing. Yes, please. Thank you. I'm just drumming with my goblin friends. Look! I am a goblin! Anubis said apparently there's some dancing somewhere as well. That might be on the other side. Oh no, who died? No! Oh, they're sleeping. They're just sleeping. Don't worry, chat. They're just sleeping. They're just sleeping. And the other goblin camp was over the other side, wasn't it? Like, it was just over here? Or was it the other way? It might have been the other way. I think it was the other way. I think it was the other way. I know they were just next to each other, though. Because that's why they were worried about them warring against each other. Oh, I love that. That they're now not hostile. Oh, the little gobbos! The little gobbos! Weren't they by a river? I'm sure they were by a river because the dagger was, like, next to a river or something. Are they up here? Here they are. Here they are. Hi, guys! Oh. Oh, something's happening. No! 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 Don't hurt my goblin, friends! No, I don't want to fight the goblin! I wanted to save the goblin! No! I wanted to save the goblin! No! Get out of here, you guys! No, you are not allowed to hurt my goblin friends. It's okay, guys. I've got you covered. I've got you covered. I'm gonna take this chest now. I feel like we've gotten distracted. Like we always do. This is why I never get anything done in ESO. Why is there goblin hunters here? I'm sad.
Hi.
Yeah.
This is pleasant. Now we just need to brew up some tea.
Family fingers. Downstairs.
Keith ate them. Keith ate nearly all the fingers. Stop it. Why is the goblin aggroing on me? I'm just trying to save the goblins. I don't want to fight the goblins. I want to save the goblins. Like, these guys are goblin hunters. Get out of here, gobbo hunters. Get out of here.
Get free! Post haste!
I need to not fight any of them that are near goblins, because for some reason it makes the goblins... Yeah, I think this is the quest area. This isn't actually their camp. I need to go find their actual camp. The bit of fish camp. But the goblins are not aggro on me. It's just the goblin hunters that are aggroed on me. But anyway, the other side, they're not aggroed. So, I don't know what's going on. Either way, we now have goblin friends. And I love that. I love that for me. I've got goblin friends. I've got gobbo friends. Little goblin friends. Ooh, platinum seed. I'll take that. I need a couple more Aliad remnants for our daily quest that we're handing in. How are we doing on the bar, by the way? Last time I checked, we were pretty close. I'm so excited to do this quest. This is one of the first places that I... Look at this autumn vibes. This quest is one of the first places that I went to once I unlocked early access before all of you got to play. And this place up here is the first place that I went to when I ran out of Skingrad. And I thought it looked so cool. It's proper spooky season vibes.
Things here are more dire than I suspected.
But Laramil's here, which I also didn't understand. But it's so cool inside, and I just want to know what's going on. So we're going to find out.
Proxy, your arrival is well timed. A tangle in the threads of fate grows like a knot around the outcast inn. Something frays the bonds of cause and effect here. If they snap, the results would be catastrophic.
What is causing these tangles, Laramil?
I cannot discern its origin. Hermaeus Mora gifted me an ability to perceive the threads of fate. This tangle painfully overwhelms that very gift whenever I try to approach the inn. Someone without such sight must act as my agent, namely you.
What do you need this one to do?
Pass through this tangle and enter the inn. Find the source of this disturbance.
Oh, flip! Didn't mean to do that. Meant to do that. I do need to do this, though.
Pass through this tangle and enter the inn. Find the source of this disturbance. Stop it however you can. I cannot assist you in this. You shall stand alone against a force that tangles fate and unravels reality. Succeed and you shall be rewarded.
Well, I do like a reward, Laramil. You know me. This one will enter the inn and find the source of this disturbance.
If we allow the tangle in fate to persist, our localized reality could collapse. In short, we would all cease to exist.
Oh, lovely.
Enter the inn while I research this phenomenon. And hurry, Proxy. Even at this distance, the disturbance causes me great pain.
Tell Coriel more about the threat that you perceive here.
Cause and effect shape our entire reality. Even Magica has a known source. Mundus exists as a cascading series of actions and outcomes, though sometimes we cannot perceive either. The event within this tangle of fates decouples the two.
You will indulge this one. What does that mean?
Imagine swinging a blade, but it refuses to slice through the air. Or a gua suddenly appearing overhead and falling on a person. Or worse, a town erupting into flames without a single spark being struck. Life would become untenable.
This one is wondering, what can you tell her about the inn?
As I understand it, the Outcast Inn was an unremarkable establishment prior to this. In Skingrad, I learned that a new owner purchased it recently and had started to make repairs. I know little else. Perhaps anyone you find inside can tell you more.
Let's go!
I cannot, Proxy. Untangle this knot of fate.
Look at this. So when you're inside, it looks so cool up in the sky. And look, when you run out, you can't see the two moons. And then when you run in, you can see the two moons. So cool. And the music gets creepy when you're in here too. Spooky. I love it. I'm excited.
Another apparition? Oh, you're real. Please, come in. What can I get you? Yes, please, come in. Stay for a while. Just pay no mind to the crack in the sky outside or those shadows. Ignore them and have a drink. All right, I can't ignore them either. It all started when the woman at the table by the fire came in.
Wait! Oh my gosh! Khajiit thinks she knows them. Their name is Atheliar.
I don't know her from a skeever's ass, and I don't care what her name is. But she's absolutely the cause of my problems. Right after she arrived, the sky changed, and those shadows started roaming my inn. Then she sat by the fire without a word.
She has not made any requests?
Not a one. But a good innkeep can guess what a customer needs. And she needs a drink. Something to wake her up. A Skyrim sunrise. I can't leave my patrons with these shadows, though. Could you go to the well and fetch some water? You'll drink free.
Khajiit will go get water from the well for you.
The well's out back in the courtyard. Bring me a bucket of water, and I'll mix up a Skyrim sunrise. That should get her talking. Then I can ask her to move along and
Giving a Daedric prince who's forgotten who she is an alcoholic beverage. What could possibly go wrong? Did you try asking her to leave?
All good innkeepers know when to leave someone alone and when to chat them up. If not for these shadows floating around, I'd let the woman have her privacy by the fire. Also, there's something about her that frightens me.
Why do you call them shadow?
Can't think of a better word. They're not people, just sort of disturbingly people-shaped. I think they want to speak, but they don't make a sound. They arrived, and the sky cracked exactly when the woman by the fire stepped through the door.
You can tell this one about the cracked sky, yes?
I didn't see the crack at first. The light through the window went dark, which was eerie enough. When I poked my head out to look at the sky, there it was. It might be my imagination, but every time I look up, I swear those cracks get bigger.
Tell Coriel about the Outcast Inn.
Bought the place
Where's my
almost
tea?
a year ago. It's old Colovian. Late First Era, I'm told. The seller
gave you my
claimed
mug.
William III slept here, but I don't see how she'd know that. I had big dreams for this place. Don't know if they'll work out now.
Badger says, I gave Badgers my mug when I gave him my cup, thinking I was going to get a tea, but I didn't. And then Badgers just judged
Because
me and
you
said
like
I had a
having your
tea
desk
half an hour
clean,
ago.
And I thought you desk clean. All your desk.
He's moaning because I put all my empty mugs. One of them was yours, one of them was mine. I put them on your desk because your desk is on the way outside the door and I didn't want to forget to put the mugs downstairs, and then I forgot to put the mugs downstairs. But when I gave you my mug just now, it wasn't because I wanted my desk tidier, it was because I wanted a tea. But it's okay, I'll make a tea on my next break. You're right, I did only just have one half an hour ago. It was actually an hour ago, but okay. It was an hour ago, but okay.
Just take more break.
I should take more breaks, that is true. Please answer this one. What sort of dreams? Not that anyone heard what you said, but it's fine.
I wanted to turn
I was stropping about tea.
establishment into a high-end place known
I'm talking about Innkeeper Brynmere.
drinks, all for a reasonable cost for the common traveler. I concoct my own recipes from scratch, you know. Everyone deserves a drink made with
I feel like Badgers and this Innkeeper would get on really well. He likes making cocktails. Why is it called Outcast Inn?
Almost every innkeep apprenticeship I ever had kicked me out. They said my drink ideas were too complicated. Really hurt at the time. When I could afford to buy my own place, I named it after how I felt back then. Showed them, didn't I?
Did you always want to be an inn?
Always. Making drinks is like alchemy. And I like taking care of strangers. I finally found someone who believed in me, Millie. She suggested I buy this place and provided some of the funds. I need to keep this place open. Honor her belief in me.
Oh, I wish I could encourage. I wish I could tell Badgers to buy a pub and he had the money to buy it so he could make people beverages. Then Badgers would say the same things about me. Ah, so... Athelia! How you doing, buddy? Can I talk to you?
I don't understand what's happening. All of it occurring simultaneously, it won't stop.
What does it mean? What will not stop?
You aren't here. This place isn't here. I'm not really here. Go away.
I don't think she's okay, chat. I don't think she's okay. We need to go outside. That's the basement. It's not going to be out there, is it? I'm guessing there's... Wait, I'm guessing I just need to go... Yeah. Out the door. Hey. Oh, dear. Well, well, well. We seem to be having some issues. Oh, I love this place. This is real cool. Okay.
Mortal, help me. Please.
Oh? Do you not want the thing?
Finally, she's...
Oh, okay. She wants... Okay.
I don't know if you can understand me. My mind is a storm of images and voices and memories. I can see every reality all at once. The many paths. But my grip on this realm keeps slipping. But you... I see that you are real.
We spoke at Ellenglin. What brought you here?
We did, didn't we? Then you know my name is Athelia. I am what mortals call, a Daedric prince. These echoes, I summoned them by accident. I am losing control. The inn. It drew me here. Called to me. I need something it can provide.
You mentioned the many paths. What are those?
Possibilities. Probabilities, places where fate takes a different course. Some lead to here, others to there. And a few they lead to... elsewhere. But this place, it has something I need.
You need?
A phrase emerges from the storm. Sage's dream. Yes, that's it. A drink, I think. It tastes of belonging. Cohesion. The innkeeper, ask him to make this drink for me. Quickly, before the storm takes me again.
Khajiit will ask the innkeeper to make a sage's dream for you.
I remember so little about myself. Why is that? Did someone... Yes. Mora, he did this. But Sage's dream... I know it can help me even as the details slip away. Please, ask the innkeeper. I feel certain he knows something.
Tell this one what you do remember.
I am Athelia, the Daedric Prince of Paths, the mistress of the untraveled road. I am... confused. Sometimes an event surges into memory. Fear, anger, and resignation erupt all at once. And then I lose my grasp and forget again.
You said the inn drew you to it.
Remembering is a struggle. I cannot extract details from the chaos of converging realities. There is darkness. Then I saw a light in the distance. The light became this inn. It summoned me, but the reason was unclear. Until I recalled Sage's dream.
These echo. You can tell this one about them. Yes?
Echoes from other realities. My power drew them here, trapped them between this path and their own. They are confused, suffering. Until I gain control of myself, I cannot set them free.
You will tell Courier. Anything else she should know about the many paths?
I wish to know more myself, but the storm fills my mind. The knowledge of the many paths comes to me in bursts as intuitions. They are possibilities not yet realized, realities close and distant. If I can calm my mind, maybe I'll understand.
Good news, Brynmere!
Well,
Time for you to make a drink.
Finally talking. That's better than I ever managed. I hope you told her to get out of here. My remaining customers are starting to talk about settling their bill and finding someplace less strange.
She mentioned a drink called Sage's Dream. She wants you to make it for her.
I knew she wanted a drink. But Sage's Dream? Never heard of it. And I've memorized every recipe in every edition of The Innkeeper's Helper. Wait, I just remembered. We might be in luck yet.
What did you remember?
The previous owner left junk all over the courtyard. I've been sorting through it and noticed a book on obscure and ancient drinks. Maybe it contains a recipe for Sage's Dream. Go back there and find that book.
Kid, heckin' flop, hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Hello. No, I don't have any camera mods installed. That was just a really cool pan there. I hope they do that more. That's the first time I've kind of seen something like that in ESO, where the camera's kind of moved with the character like that. That was super cool. Coriel will search the... I do have add-ons, just not a camera add-on. Coriel will search the inn's courtyard for the book on obscure drinks, yes?
Gilredal's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. That's the book's name. Search around the courtyard behind the inn. Also, try the outbuilding in the far back. I found junk in there, too. Bring me the book, and we'll see if it has the recipe we need.
Any idea why this drink is so important to her?
Not a clue. Innkeepers get plenty of requests they don't understand. Our job isn't to ask questions. We're here to listen and help customers relax and forget their problems. Though, maybe that's different for this patron.
How do you mean different?
Strong drink fogs the mind, right? Makes some pains less sharp. But doesn't her mind seem clouded already? Maybe even stormy?
I'm thinking.
I think she wants a drink that will provide her with some clarity.
That's what I think, because I think giving her a normal alcoholic beverage is a terrible, terrible idea. A terrible, terrible, terrible idea. No, don't do it for the vine. I'm guessing the recipe book is outside. Yeah. Okay. Right. An old monk's diary. I thought operating a tavern would make my life simpler. Not filled with angry and drunk customers, vendors who cheat me, tax agents, and so on. Perhaps I should have performed more thorough research instead of jumping in with both feet. Another lesson from Akatosh for this old monk. Today, an older woman entered the tavern wearing quite a stunning red hat. Well, as an older man myself, I certainly took notice of her. Respectfully, of course. Even though I'm no longer a monk, my dedication to manners still holds. Plus, I was never lecherous, even in my younger days. Why am I justifying myself to my own diary? Anyway, I performed the normal tavern owner ritual and asked her what I could get her. To my surprise, she requested strong whiskey. Typically, people of her class ask for more refined drinks, not something that could put a mule to sleep. I dutifully retrieved the bottle, then, while pouring, I casually asked her name. I hope it was casual. She said her name was Leonara. Divines, what a beautiful name. I had dinner with Leonara again this evening, this time at her home. We discussed our lives and our hopes for what's left of them. I expressed that despite the surprising complexity, I enjoyed owning my own tavern. I'd like to see more customers come through, maybe hire some entertainment. We discussed this for some time when she suddenly had the idea of expanding into a full inn. It could add a second floor with beds and provide meals for those who stay. The idea struck such a chord with me that I began planning almost instantly. I've lost myself. I was doing so well. There we go. Immediately. Perhaps it reminded me of my time in the monastery taking care of my brothers. A task I enjoyed immensely. Yes, that I think is exactly what I shall do. Leonara moved in with me today. I'd previously slept on a small bed in a side room, plenty for me alone, but I surprised her with a brand new bed, large enough for the both of us. We'll live out of the second largest room upstairs, and I'll leave the largest for my biggest spenders. My life as a monk was good, filling, interesting, spiritual, but my life as an innkeep, I've never had it better. Oh, that's wholesome. I like that. That's lovely. Next book. Open tabs.
Take it in.
First seed.
Opportunity.
Calm Calm, 2 gold. Eutropia Drusus, 1 gold. Jobar, 3 gold. Match Nasa, 5 gold. Rain's Hand. Calm, 7 gold. Luic Rafane, 2 gold. Aranora Tullius, 14 gold. Jobar, 5 gold. Requested immediate payment. Felon Salus, 20 gold. Second seed. Tirum, 2 gold. Stands with Grass, 3 gold. Phalin, 5 gold. Jobar, 11 gold. Deceased. Find family. Maybe collect debt from them. Oh, that's sad. Someone died. Right. Well, so where's my mouse gone? No, don't. Oh. Innkeep sounds wholesome, right? Pubs are struggling in the UK at the moment, fun fact, because a lot of younger people from our generation and especially the generation below us are just not drinking as much because we've all realised that it's actually really bad for you and you should probably not do it for as much as you are, you know? Oh, yeah. Ah. We are going into this little side house, I see. So a lot of pubs in the UK are really struggling because there's just not... the little wormies! The little mirror slugs! I love the little mirror slugs. They're so cute. Gil Radle's Book of Obscure and Ancient Spirits. I really want badgers. I have a badgers cocktail mission for you. I want you to clip this book that I'm about to read and I want you to make this drink. Time Storm History. Named after a historical or I think there's more than one cocktail. Oh my god, there's one called Time Spawn, Sage's Dream, and Exploding Pony. History. So Time Storm. History, named after a historical event of dubious truth. The Time Storm claims to wipe the memory of any who drink it. The more a person consumes, the more time is lost. Or so it is claimed. The recipe originated in elsewhere. During the region of Maine, surviving descriptions reveal the flavour was as smooth as well-groomed fur that then blasts the moisture from your mouth like the desert sands. Recipe: ginseng, 3 shavings, which is, I think, ginger. Muddled dragon's tongue, whole. I don't know what muddled dragon's tongue would be. Brandy, 2 jiggers. And stewed cactus nettles, 1 handful. I guess cactus leaf? I don't know, cactus plant? Sage's Dream. This is the one that Ithelia wants. History. The name of this rare drink comes down to us from an ancient journal found within Ayleid ruins. Experts of that long-gone culture speculate that servants kept these journals instead of more educated nobles. Ginseng is ginseng. Is that a thing?
Yeah, ginseng is.
What does it taste like? It just I thought it was just like an Elder Scrolls version of ginger.
No, it's like a spice.
Oh, it's its own spice? Okay. Is it posh? Is that why I've not had it? Or is it like very specific to certain dishes? Very specific. Experts of that long-gone culture speculate that servants kept these journals instead of more educated nobles. While surprising, this makes sense when one surveys the contents. Quickly scribbled dinner requests from lords, sketched dinner table layouts, and ideas for new beverages can all be found in these pages. The most notable recipe was for the drink named Sage's Dream by the author. The description only states, "For our Lord of Fate," though which Ayleid king or queen that refers to has been lost to time. Unfortunately, the ingredients have long gone extinct from Tamriel, which makes reproducing the drink impossible. Badgers is like, bet. Substitutions can be made if one wishes a distant approximation. The journal describes the drink taste as sharp on the tongue when it first enters the mouth. Then it mellows into an intoxicating sweetness. Underneath the primary flavours rests a bitterness that rounds out the experience. The recipe is Tirum weed, 1 stalk, fresh hark fruit juice, half a fruit squeezed, and lute berries, 3, no more, no less. Blend under heat and pressure until Tirum weed dissolves and the colour turns burgundy. So it's a spiced wine situation. It's a spiced wine. It's a mocktail.
There's alcohol in it.
Unless one of those turns alcoholic when it burns.
Yeah, I know.
Exploding pony. History. I wonder if any of these are in the new ESO cookbook. The ESO 2, the Elder Scrolls Cookbook 2. There's a second Elder Scrolls cookbook. I really need to get my claws on it. This drink's name comes from the 2-tier effect it has. I mean, I would be happy if it's a mocktail, because then I can drink it. This drink's name comes from the 2-tier effect it has after consuming it. At first, it evokes a gentle flavour, like dandelion tea, that lasts long enough to feel safe. And then a new flavour bursts onto the tongue. It arrives with such force that many people spit out the drink in shock. At least 3 people claim to have heard an audible pop. If the drink remains in the mouth, the new flavour tastes of raw honey, but with a licorice tint. Due to dual action effect of the exploding pony, tavern owners advise not to swallow until after the change occurs. The explosion will still occur in the stomach, and while it's not dangerous, it can make you feel nauseous. Recipe: lady's smock shredded, nettle anise, half cup, and sylph gin, half cup. Crushed bloodroot stems, at least 6. Ginseng is a root and ginger is a root, but they're very different. Okay.
Right.
What do you think, Badge? Can you take on the challenge? Make those 3 drinks?
It depends on how...
You're gonna have to come and speak louder.
Middle of a dungeon, I might die.
I know, but I know how much you love your cocktails, and this is a challenge that I really want to see you do, because I think you'd smash it.
Okay. There's 2 ways that I can tackle this. Is following... getting the recipe, and try and use stuff that's so similar to it in this world.
Yeah.
Sense. For example, cactus nettle. That's a very strange one, so I could... There's 2 ways I could do that. I could go for the nettle root, be stinging nettle.
Yeah.
Or cactus juice from the cactus.
Yeah, so I mean, nettles to me, I feel like stinging nettles would be right, because they sting you like a cactus stabs you.
Okay.
But I don't know. Maybe there's comparisons in the ESO cookbooks that we can find.
Right. This is where the second thing...
Okay.
Because the recipe is not going to turn out the way that is described whatsoever.
What, you're telling me you can't make a magical exploding drink? Oh my god, I thought you were good at this.
I can possibly make something similar, but it will not use anything that's been
you can put you'll have to sprinkle popping candy on the top.
Can,
oh, popping candy around the brim of the glass. That would be good.
The whole, like I said, that is basically me going for what's described there.
Yeah.
And then using stuff to make
vibing.
What would you rather me do? Try and stick to the original ingredients?
I think put a badger spin on it. Do what you feel is right.
I would go with how it's described and then use stuff to make it. Such as that exploding only one. It's like when it's described to have a honey with a hint of licorice. Like trying to get those 2 flavors to mix and make it. It's gonna be, and I can probably do like a honey.
Well, the last cooking with K-Pow we did was bartending with badgers.
Well, if you like, for example, that if you look at the way that it's going through my mind is having something which is overpowered with honey. Sometimes you get the initial hit of honey, which can be like honey, not honey Jack Daniels. That'll be like a honey rum or base or something like that. Brandy, something that will really just kick you. And then I want the licorice to then come through, and that's what will cause people to spit it out. So you almost have like, I
definitely think garnish would have to be popping candy around the room. So you would have
popping candy mixed into it and everything else. But I mean, the other thing that you could do is that you could go away from licorice and do aniseed.
I was thinking like aniseed balls at the bottom of the glass, so it slowly dissolves.
But aniseed is very, very powerful, so I was trying to work that out, really.
I mean, licorice is aniseed, isn't it? Basically, it's very similar flavors, anyway. Oh, by the way, you've still got red lick. Oh no, you took them to work. No, I made you take them. You ate them.
I ate them.
You ate those.
But
I know. I knew this would tickle him. I knew he'd get all passionate about it. Isn't he so cute? I knew he'd love this challenge.
So I've got so many different things.
That could be your last quiz section. Cocktails.
No.
No?
No.
Have you already got an idea for the last quiz section? Crimson suggested something. I'm sure it was Crimson. Someone said something. There was someone else put.
I've got all this.
Oh, you said you still needed one more section.
Yeah, I still need one more section because I filled it by myself.
Someone had one. Where's it gone?
Is you right at the top?
Where? Oh.
Oh.
Oh. League, Monty Python, Starfield.
Done that.
There was one that someone said on, like I said on stream, and I couldn't remember. I feel like I shouted it to you, but I can't remember what it was. I think cocktails would be a good one. You can teach everyone.
It's not teaching people; it's quizzing them on their knowledge.
I know,
of
but then when they
cocktails.
get it wrong, you can chat-splain why they got it wrong.
That's gonna be boring.
No. Oh no! You enjoy it. I'm sure other people will. British food.
No, I've got
Snacks.
The problem is, do you want me to tell you the way?
You could do British snacks and cover up the name, and people have to say what it is.
No, because like I said, I've already got a round which involves Britain.
Oh,
So
okay.
I-
British. What? British.
British. It's British versus American.
Oh, okay. Chat, can you think of any other quiz night things for badges? Anyway, there you go. Go ponder mocktails and cocktails. I do think Sage's Dream is a mocktail, which would make sense because it's to give you clarity. It's to make you remember.
I'm gonna...
Why green? Give us snacks. Would you like a Cheez-It from America that my sister brought home? Or would you like a goldfish? That's all the snacks I have. And I have about 4 Cadbury fingers left. Because Badger's called me out that I ate nearly a whole box. Did you finish them off, by the way? I left some for you. I mean, Keith left some for you because he was a piggy and ate nearly the whole pack.
Sonny, saying a napping badger cocktail, you wouldn't, if you drunk it, you wouldn't remember anything.
He's already made that. It's called Death. He made a cocktail called Death.
I know, but we remember everything. So.
No, you do remember it. Well, apart from what's in it. You remember everything except how it's made.
Yeah. I've never gone paralytic.
No.
Never.
No.
I've always remembered. I've had massive hangovers. Taking vouch for that.
You've definitely got to the point of slurring and talking to Jesus through the toilet bowl.
Hell yeah.
Jesus! Joke! Hello, how are you today? Hope you're glad, because if you're not, I'll be sad. Are the goldfishes vegan? I think they're vegetarian. Or was that the Cheez-Its? Why does this bag open from the bottom as well? Is that for, like, if you're sharing it with a group? Is there, like, a hack to do with that? Because, look, there's, like, a tab. Anyway, I know that these are... Wait, what one was it that was... One of them definitely said suitable for vegetarians. It might have been the other one. It might have been the British ones. They can't be suitable for vegans because they've got real cheese in them. You know what those fish biscuits in the cat returns... I love the cat returns. I absolutely love the cat returns. Weirdly, these are not fish flavoured, they're cheese flavoured. I don't know why they're called goldfish and why they're shaped like fish. I think it might have been badgers. Is it the British Cheez-Its that say suitable for vegetarians on them? Because one of them did. No, vegetarians, not vegans. Vegetarians eat cheese. Yeah, the British ones are suitable for vegetarians, but I don't think either the American ones are, but they don't put it on the package, or... Why can't I move? There we go. I was like, why can't I move my chair? Right, I'm going to continue the quest now. That was a bit of a distraction. A beautiful distraction.
She hasn't moved once since you left. I tried talking to her, but she only muttered quietly to herself. I'd almost feel bad for her if I wasn't losing sales. Oh, did you find...
You do know how to click. You pushed a clapper. Hover your mouse over the stream. and push the clapper, but it'd be too late now because you're too far in the stream. Yes, and this one did. Did anyone clip the cocktails? If not, I'm going to be saving it as a VOD anyway, because we're doing story. Yes, this one did. It describes a drink made by aliens called a sage's dream.
An Aeliad drink? Odd. This inn was built on Aeliad ruins. Just a coincidence. Tirum weed, hark fruit juice, loot berries. I've never even heard of these ingredients. I can mimic that flavor profile, though. Just need some substitutions.
What can you substitute for those ingredients?
I need...
Hey, our badges, this is important information.
Maybe some frost miriam? Oh, some lotus might work. In the meantime, I need to make some syrup. Go to the...
Oh, he's making a syrup.
I'll keep thinking about this until you get back.
So he's asked me to grab some sugar.
That's going to be a simple syrup.
And then he's going to be a simple syrup. And then I've got to come back and he's going to tell me the other substitutes because all the other ingredients are extinct. Khajiit will go look for sugar in the cellar.
Reproducing a sage's dream sounds like a fun challenge. It'll certainly take my mind off of what's happening to my inn. You'll find stairs to the cellar in the room behind you.
Hi, Duke. Yes, I am enjoying the Westfield event.
But don't mind that.
You have never heard of the ingredients in that recipe?
Never. I've learned about drinks from across Tamria, and none of these ingredients sound familiar. But
I love this goof. Oh.
Maybe we can bring this drink back into popularity.
Wow, denied. My heart shattered to pieces. Your cellar connects to old ruins?
Oh, sure. You'll find these old ruins all across Colovia. The first owner built the inn on top of some. Whoever dug out the cellar broke through into ruins and just left it that way.
Oops.
I use it for storage now.
Well, you know, just casual, you know, why not just leave Aeliad ruins in your basement? Oh dear. Why are you running? Why are you running? Spicy Cheetos are vegan? Really? It's bad that they don't put it on the packaging and they just expect people to go through all the ingredients and figure it out themselves or Google it. Okay. We need to get some sugar. I sure hope nothing jumps out and surprises me down here.
I feel its hatred thick and sour. Perhaps I can call it to us. This horrid relic rose from the ground. I need to talk. When you left, I was compelled to follow. I saw an image of you entering this chamber, and I knew I had to be here with you. But then this awful lamp appeared, rudely popping out of nowhere. I hate the damned thing!
You must tell this one. Why do you hate this lamp?
The storm in my head. Remember? I cannot focus through all the overlapping paths. I think this damned lamp was used against me, but I cannot understand how. Could you pick it up? I wished to examine it, but could not stand holding the horrid thing.
All right. Oriel will get the lamp.
Over here. I sense a path that wishes to be explored. Shine the lamp, please. I know this.
This is a side quest?
To the many paths. Step through and I will follow.
Dang, these side quests are getting intense. I feel like this might be another time in the future where...
abandons me here. I will follow if I can.
Okay. I feel like Laramil's gonna ask me to go and inspect this later, and I'm gonna be like, we already did that. Oh.
The enemy approaches. They come to imprison my prince.
No, Torvasad. They are different. Approach, Pathwalker, and speak with me. I recognize this place. Mortals worshipped me here. A mortal Pathwalker. Such a creature is quite rare. And I see you are accompanied by one of my reflections. An Athelia from a different path. You carry something else with you. It feels like hatred. Tell me, why have you come to my reality?
The other Athelia cannot control her power. She is a threat to Coriel's reality. This lamp led us here.
The Lamp of Clarity. A relic created to hunt me and my unseen. It carries a spark of its creator Azora within. That gives it a bit of awareness. It must know that your Athelia poses a threat. But why lead you to me?
Athelia asked for a drink called Sage's Dream. She thinks it will help her bring clarity.
Ah. Sage's Dream is the mortal name for our connection to the many paths. It manifests as a drink, but is brewed from ingredients infused with my very own essence. Drinking it will reconnect my reflection to the many paths, and stabilize her power.
Please, indulge this one. Where does she get the ingredients?
They bloom in my shadow, or in the shadows of other Athelias. Each path's ingredient is unique. You can find Tiramweed here, but the rest grows in other realities. Take what you need, Pathwalker. Then you must leave before my fellow princes arrive.
What is going on here?
This is my end, Pathwalker. Hermaeus Mora has declared me a threat to reality and comes to imprison me. I am tired of fighting. It is the same on every path I have examined. If this is my fate, so be it. Take my Tiramweed and go with my blessing.
This one would like to know. Can she ask you about the many paths?
How strange. A mortal who walks the many paths without understanding them. Between that, keeping company with my reflection, and bearing the Lamp of Clarity, you intrigue me. Very well. Ask your questions.
Can you describe the many paths?
Not in any way your mortal mind would understand. I do not wish to drive you mad. An analogy, perhaps. Picture a diamond that somehow formed around a spiderweb, interweaving lines within a grander, fixed shape. That is the many paths.
Fine, but how do they work?
Possibilities scatter across the Orbis, each defined by distinct choices, with unique outcomes that lead to new realities. The many paths are the web that binds them. Some can traverse these connections, as you have done here.
And you control the many paths.
Control? No. But I have the power to see them, to follow their threads and alter their fates. It is one of the things that Hermaeus Mora respects about me. And the one thing he fears the most.
What is strange about a mortal entering the many paths?
The mortal mind is limited, intentionally so. Comprehending the many paths should overwhelm you. and actually traversing them should be impossible. I can barely do that. You are unique among your kind. Thus the title I give you, Pathwalker.
What do you mean, intentionally so?
Mortals are servants, performing tasks to maintain reality. Every field plowed, child born, or war fought keeps the Orbis stable by design. This fact is kept from them. The slaves should not understand the Master's plan, lest they seek to undo them.
Why did you call the Itheliar from Khajiit's path a reflection?
Each reality bound by the many paths contains a version of an entity, mortal or Daedra. They each differ in some way, but each springs from the same seed. I am no different. She and I are the same, but distorted, like an image in a cracked mirror.
Khajiit is curious about a different topic.
Most mortals quake in fear at my presence, or demand one boon or another. But all you seek is knowledge. Interesting. Ask your questions then, Pathwalker.
Forgive this one, but can you tell her anything about Itheliar from her reality?
I suppose so. If she's lost control of her power, then she needs someone to stabilize her. It seems she chose you for this task. The more information you have then, the better.
Help Coriel understand the Lamp of Clarity's purpose.
Once Hermaeus Mora chose my fate, he recruited other Daedric princes to aid in my capture. Azora answered his call by creating the Lamp of Clarity. Its light exposes my location on a path, or, as you have seen, reveals doorways to the many paths.
Why would it aid this one?
I am as curious as you. Perhaps it does not aid you, but only appears to. Azora's essence may have a purpose of its own, and you are only along to see that purpose fulfilled. I hope you find your answer as you continue your journey.
You can explain more about Sage's dream, yes?
The many paths connects all Athelias across all realities. This bond can weaken over time, causing distress to an Athelia. We developed a means to reintegrate called Sage's Dream. It manifests as a drink to consume, but this is only an illusion.
What do you mean?
The ingredients grow in an Athelia's shadow. They form from our essence. We each produce only one ingredient. Mixing these ingredients melds the essences from many Athelias. When imbibed, we take in the power of our reflections.
This one is wondering. How will this help Itheliar from her reality?
When she drinks Sage's Dream, she takes in the combined essences of her reflections. She gains their understanding of her power. Your Athelia will reconnect to the many paths and regain control of her power.
Why would an Itheliar lose control of her powers?
An extended separation from the many paths, perhaps. Oh, yes, I see it now. Your Athelia already suffered Mora's punishment. Her power was stripped from her when she was locked away. She needs to calm the storm as her power seeks to return to her. Most mortals quake in fear at my presence, or demand one boon or another. But all you seek is knowledge. Interesting.
Why does Hermaeus Moira see you as a threat?
The Prince of Fate foresees a cataclysm approaching. I used my ability to manipulate the many paths to prevent one disaster. But now Mora sees my efforts as the predecessor to something even more terrible. He feels he must imprison me. And I agree.
Why would you agree to be imprisoned for something you have not done yet?
Do not fear, mortal. I have a plan. My scions will one day set me free, after I have had sufficient time to figure out how to avert the disaster Mora predicts.
Corvusard!
I found your conversation with my prince very interesting. Immortal, walking the many paths, and in service of the Fate Changer. I must respect that. I hope you find what you need to help your Athelia. Maybe you'll succeed where I have failed.
What is going on here?
Other Daedric princes, led by Hermaeus Mora, approach, coming to imprison Athelia. Despite my protests, she refuses to resist them. After all the battles, I do not understand why she now chooses to just surrender. It makes no sense.
Don't worry, you will get her out later. Don't you worry.
Why does my prince allow this mortal to speak with her? Hermaeus Mora and the other betrayers approach. We have no time to waste with mortal nonsense.
Where Khajiit comes from, you and her are enemies.
You are my enemy, yet you still live. And perhaps there is more to you than I thought, mortal. Or more likely, the Vargas of your path is a coward who runs from battles. Either way, should you start a fight here, I will end you quickly.
Ooh, she's sassy.
So powerful and proud.
Thought-provoking.
Collect the ingredient and let us go back, mortal.
Yes, Athelia, I'm just collecting some law books real quick. You'll be powerful and proud again someday, don't you worry. I'm sure. I'm sure all of this won't bite me in the butt at all. No spoilers, I've not done the Gold Road story yet, so please no spoilers.
Here, I offer you a path home. Take it with my blessing. I see how my reflection opened a path, and I understand. The many paths are mine to control. Perhaps I open a doorway next time. Let us return to our reality, mortal.
Look, it was great until 5 other players appeared. Dang.
A new path appears. Use the lamp, mortal.
Oh, where have all these people come from? I'm trying to do my immersive thing, bro. I'm gonna talk to Ithelia instead and let them do it and get ahead of me.
So much of the path we just walked was familiar to me. The shrine, my scions. I remember it now. When Hermaeus Mora and the others arrived, took my power, locked me away. I had a plan as well, but I do not remember just surrendering like that.
If it didn't surrender, what did it do?
I sent Torvasard and the other scions away. They had to remain hidden, free to act when the time was right. The rest is still unclear. We learned much on that path about the Lamp of Clarity and Sage's Dream.
Remind Coriel of what your reflection said about the Lamp of Clarity.
It was created by the Daedric Prince Azora. She made the relic to find me. One of my powers is to avoid the gaze of other princes, but they found a way around that. The lamp contains a spark of Azora, which reveals these paths to us for some reason.
And what did she say about the Sage's Dream?
Ingredients to create the drink grow in the shadow of all Athelias. The drink blends our essences, connecting us. Each path grows a different ingredient. That must be why I crave one. I need to reconnect with the other Athelias to reclaim my power.
Coriel is ready to enter the next path.
As am I. Hopefully we learn more as we travel. The last path was clarifying, but I still feel overwhelmed. I am no more in control of myself than I was before. Let us proceed, mortal. Step through. Let us see where this path takes us. Dread fills this path. Find the ingredient, but use caution. We are not welcome here. My Shardborn. They always served me well.
Oh, her Shardborn. Also, heckin' alien ruins before they're ruins. Whoa. So pretty.
These shelves were full in our reality. Not ransacked like this.
Just want these sections to be instanced. That's all I want.
Decayed. What happened here?
Ooh, spooky. Oh.
Have Mora's forces finally come? Then I am finished. No. You do not belong here. But a reflection of the Prince of Paths travels with you. Have you come to revel at my defeat? To watch Hermaeus Mora imprison me? How shameful that I attract a mocking audience. Get on with your gloating, then.
We are not here to gloat. Coriel needs a sage's dream, so the Ethelia of her reality can control their power.
Of course she lost control of her powers. All Ethelias are fragile creatures. They break under the slightest pressure. Just like glass. How did you get here, if my reflection cannot control her power? How did you walk the many paths?
This lamp of clarity opened up. It is leading us to a sage's dream ingredients.
My Shardborn should gut you. Whether you intend it or not, this humiliates me even more. An item of my ruin born by a reflection who walks free. If it will get you to leave, I have Hark Fruit, one of the ingredients for Sage's Dream. Take it and go.
This is the Elder Scrolls Online. Khajiit will get the Hark Fruit.
Azura's lamp is not a friend to Ethelia, Pathwalker. All the relics work to subdue us. If it helps make a Sage's Dream, it is not to empower my reflection. No matter. My fate here is sealed, so what do I care? Take your Hark Fruit and leave me.
A different reflection of it. Accepted defeat. It does not seem to be taking it well.
Accepted? All that I am will soon vanish from reality. How could I possibly be comfortable with annihilation? No. I feel dread. Resentment. Anger. And totally ashamed by my obvious weakness.
Brought you this point.
When word arrived of Hermaeus Mora's plan for me, I crumbled. My followers are loyal, but they couldn't face down the combined might of the other princes. What resistance we presented was quickly crushed. Another testament to my weakness.
Now for you and your followers.
Mora's army has surrounded the shrine and will soon pour in. I will have no choice but to let them imprison me. My followers may be locked away as well, or scattered across oblivion. It does not matter anymore. Let them come. This reflection seems resigned to her fate. Quite different from the other. Let us get the ingredient. I saw how to open a doorway. Let us return to the inn's cellar.
Oh. I feel sorry for this, Ilya.
I sense this is the last path calling to me. Use the lamp here, mortal. Like before, this path stirred up memories. I experienced the same dread before Hermaeus Mora's forces arrived. But I did not collapse like a coward. I commanded my Shardborn to resist, and they obeyed. The struggle, I recall, was epic.
You remember more of the events leading to your imprisonment?
I remember the armies of the other princes pounding on the doors to my shrine. My loyal Shardborn readying their weapons. The sounds of unrelenting battle. I recall the princes standing in judgment over me. Then, blackness.
The last Atheliar claimed that the Lamp of Clarity wasn't actually helping.
She is correct. I should not trust Azura's lamp. But it led us to 2 ingredients needed for a sage's dream, and now we have tiramweed and hawk fruit. 1 more and we can make the drink, and then I can regain control of my powers.
Oriel is ready to explore the next path.
Like before,
No.
this path.
Mucking it up!
Paths once again, mortal.
Oh dear.
Unbridled anger fills these halls. We have entered a war zone. Find the last ingredient, but be careful.
Oh dear. This is looking a bit different.
Reality in this path is extremely fragile. It might shatter. Hurry.
Ah. Yes, this is what... By the way, if you're wondering how I can run through everything... Ah, Hermaeus Moira!
Remember this as a place filled with light and joy. This is not that place.
Moira and Athelia blending together. Ooh. I'm able to run through everything without attacking it, by the way, because of my vampirism. Ooh. Well, I will kill this guy because he's a big chonker, and it would be a shame to let him go to waste. He might have had a ethereal shard on him. Oh.
Hermaeus Mora consumes this shrine. His response to the savagery of Athelia's defense.
Yeah.
No, you must not bring that reflection any closer. Speak with me, and I shall explain. Your Athelia, does she not sense it? The Athelia of this path, my prince, has lost herself. She has become the monster that Hermaeus Mora foresaw. If she cannot regain control, this reality is finished. Why does a mortal walk beside an Athelia?
Coriel needs to make a sage's dream, so her Athelia can control her power.
Then I hope you succeed where I have failed. I tried to get my prince to calm down, but she lashed out at Mora's forces with her full fury. The more she fought, the more lost she became. Perhaps there is still a chance for you. How can I help?
The lamp of clarity led us to 2 ingredients. Coriel thinks the final ingredient is here.
Why would... Oh, I understand. Azora's lamp wants to preserve your reality. By helping your Athelia regain control, she can be safely imprisoned again. The ingredient you need is close by. Loot berries. Hurry and take them before it is too late. Flee while you can, mortal. Save your own life. Just spare a thought for this doomed path if you survive. I suspect we will not last much longer. I suggest you take the loot berries and run. Good luck.
What did you mean that your Athelia has become the monster Hermes Moiras foresaw?
Athelia is the fate changer, the unweaver. She has power unlike any other Daedric prince. The power to shift existence itself. Mora long suspected that Athelia was dangerous, but full of uncontrollable rage. Reality itself unravels around her.
Happens then.
The unimaginable. Can you contemplate what happens when reality shreds like parchment beneath a saber cat's claws? Nothing remains when existence ceases to be.
Okay, this is... Whoa, okay.
Damn his eyes! Every one of them! He wanted a monster!
We must leave this path before my reflection destroys it. This Athelia shows uncontrolled rage. It will consume every piece of this reality.
What do you think about this, Athelia?
Have the ingredient we came for.
What happens if I stay? I kind of want to know. There are more of these appearing, look. I don't know if it will... Huh? Has anyone else stayed to see what happens?
Much to learn from that one.
Cat, welcome back! I don't think we're getting tickets today. They go on sale tomorrow again, I think. Through the normal place, but... I can't tell if anything else is happening. I think this is it. Yeah, it's still stuck on paused. I've still got it open, but I think it's pointless, to be honest. Why don't they close the queue instead of pausing it? That's what I want to know. Thank you, Cat. I think it's 10 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think anything else is going to happen. Still cool, though. I like that, though, because a lot of new players might get confused, and if they just instantly get yeeted, it can be quite unnerving. Where did Athelia go?
Come here. I have an idea about the sage's dream.
Yeah, I didn't get any of the sugar, though.
Did you get lost down here? Yeah, that happens to me sometimes, too. That woman is back upstairs, sitting by the fire, so I came looking for you. I think I figured out how to make a sage's dream, even if we don't have the proper ingredients.
Khajiit is afraid it does not need to improvise. She has the proper ingredients right here.
What? You do? Well, that makes things easier. I'm not sure where you got ingredients that no longer exist, but the good innkeeper knows when not to ask.
I kind of wanted to know the substitute, though.
The drink? I'll read from the recipe book while you do the rest.
What should Coriel do?
I turned my alchemy stove into the finest experimental drink maker in Tamriel.
He's so Badgers.
To try it. For each ingredient, we'll need to get the temperature just right.
Doesn't look like Badgers, but he sounds like Badgers.
You turn the appropriate valve.
All right. Let us make a sage's dream.
First, place the tirum weed in the apparatus. Slowly apply heat to steep the tirum weed. Needs more heat. Too hot. Reduce the heat. That looks nicely steeped. Next, place the hawk. Apply heat.
This would be great if I didn't have people flapping in my face. I just want these bits to be instant, please.
It needs to be hotter.
Oh, look, this flipping crow's just flapping in my face. Really annoying.
You'll burn the fruit. Reduce. Hawk fruit burns easily. Let's try. Apply heat to liquefy the hawk fruit. Again, not too hot.
You good? More heat? Less heat? Oh, it's really annoying me. It's right in my face.
It needs to be hotter.
It's just annoying that it's flickering right in the corner of my eye.
You'll burn the fruit. Reduce the heat. The hawk fruit looks properly reduced. Now add loot berries to the apparatus.
Thank goodness. Get away from that stupid burb.
Fill the loot berries without freezing them. It needs to be cooler. It's getting too cold. Don't freeze them. Perfectly chilled. Now, to blend the drink. 2 parts steeped tirum weed and hawk fruit juice for every 1 part of chilled loot berries.
That was it, right? 2, 2, 1.
That's the exact amount of loot berries we need.
Oh, so 2 more. Right.
That's the perfect amount of tirum weed. Don't add any more. Looks like a perfectly blended sage's dream. Pour the finished drink into that carafe.
Thanks for standing there through the whole thing, bro, with your burb.
I'll meet you upstairs.
If you're gonna AFK, can you not AFK next to a quest table where we've got to zoom in? Please. I just want those moments to be instant. I don't want the whole game to be instance, just like important quest moments. Unless you want to be, it should be like Fallout 76, you can choose to go in solo or public. I want that. That's what I want. I like my immersion.
Sage's dream. Do you have it?
Of course I have. Dove? Have.
storm abates and I can clearly see the many paths. I can discern one reality from the next, and my mind is clear. I am myself again. I am Athelia, Prince of Paths and Mistress of the Untraveled Road.
What about the echoes and other strange things around the inn?
I shall set things right. The echoes I dragged from disparate paths are free to return to their own realms, and allow me to untangle the threads of fate and restore balance to this reality. I thank you, Pathwalker. And I am jealous of you.
Please, Elgorie, you are jealous?
We learned that every Athelia is dangerous. A broken creature that ends up hunted. We cannot change who we are.
Thank you so much for all the follows and likes.
You choose your paths. You don't need the powers of a Daedric prince to alter your fate. I envy this. Goodbye, Pathwalker.
Hilliard, wait. Huh. Well.
You did it! Oh, that strange woman has left and taken the shadows with her. Ah, time to start running a regular inn again.
I don't think you'll be getting any of those ingredients, buddy, I'm afraid. But I'd love to know what he substitutes. I'm wondering if that is in the next ESO cookbook.
The pain is gone and the threads of fate have untangled.
I'm kind of sad.
What happened in there,
Sky looks normal. But, hey.
I sense the knot in the threads of fate has untangled, Proxy. This threat to our reality has passed. Should I assume you are responsible? Tell me what occurred within the Outcast Inn.
The Daedric Prince, Athelia, lost control of her powers. Khajiit used the Lamp of Clarity to...
Proxy, you saved reality and discovered a critical relic at the same time.
In a side quest!
Right.
Nonetheless.
If Athelia has regained her power, we will need that lamp to find her. Would you mind if I take it to study?
You can have the Lamp of Clarity.
With Athelia free and more in control of her power, she still poses a threat. If you have an interest, come to Skingrad and meet with me again. We have more work ahead of us. In the meantime, here is the promised reward, with my thanks. I must contact Hermaeus Mora and inform him that Athelia has regained at least some of her power. Do not take this as a slight against you. Helping her saved many lives. It was the correct thing to do.
What will you do with the Lamp of Clarity?
Take it to Skingrad for study. Azura's lamp was designed to hunt down Athelia and her minions.
Quite handy, I guess.
Knowing how best to utilize it must be my next priority. Please find me there when you are able. The Chosen of Fate still has much to do.
Well, well, well. Oh, it's spoopy time in the store! Spoopy time in the store! Whoa! Oh, it's spoopy time in the store! Whoa! Hollowjack crates are cool, but you know what is cooler? You know what is cooler? Grim Harlequin crates. Those are the coolest. Oh, but oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh my gosh. Flame Skull Cinch. I have the Apex Pony from here, which I love. I wish ESO had a memento that would shrink players to tiny size like WoW used to. It was great for getting them out of the way. Can you imagine that when you couldn't walk through people when crafting tables were up? And you couldn't, like, use the crafting table if people had their pets out? Gosh. I swear they've added new stuff to the spooky crates, because I don't remember them having all this in them. Anyway, I'm busting for a wee, so before we go on to the next path of the many paths, I think what we're going to do is maybe make our way through the middle here, and as we're making our way, we'll do this one, we'll pick up this, and then we'll go to where the story's taking us. But we're making good progress. Look at us go. We did a quest today. Woohoo. Right, I'm going to be back. I'm going to stretch. I'm going to take my eyes away from the screen. I'm going to have a little bit of a break. And I hope you do the same. Fishing will be on. Let's see. We are currently in the middle of Gold Road. So if you haven't done Gold Road yet, be warned that there are spoilers ahead. I'm just trying to see if this lovely, mysterious forest has a quest around it, because I'm going to make my way over to the main story, which is over here, and I'm going to go through this path right here. So I'm going to see if we have a quest on the way, but I don't think we do, which makes me think the forest is going to be main story. Yeah, it's not looking like we've got any quests popping up here. What was that? Oh. Sopping wet note. I don't have much time. 2 weeks ago, I was a Telvanni spellwright. The wizard I served when I was on a sabbatical in High Isle, and we were returning by ship to our home in Old Isra. A day into the journey, the ship had sprung a leak. The crew began patching it. A barnacled claw punched through the leak and followed by dozens more. Paddleids had begun assaulting the ship. I hate the sea creatures with every spell I could muster, but to no avail. For each one I killed, another rose from the sea. The crab folk killed everyone, but they let me live. Threw me in a cage on a floating raft. Pulled my pangrits for days. The ink on the rest of the note is too water damaged to read. Aww. I haven't started it yet. When I finish Gold Road, it is on my first list to do. And for now, I'll likely end up doing Orsinium because of orcs. I only started ESO this year, and I went from base to Necrom and Gold Road. Now I'm going back and doing all the DLC in release order. That's such a good idea. That is a really good idea. Are you doing DLC or just chapters as well? I'm a new play. It'll be a long time before I get to Gold Road, so I'll probably forget everything. No worries. I've actually never done Orsinium, because Orsinium was basically I was still in school when Orsinium came out, and my parents, you know, they got me the base game for Christmas, and then I didn't have any DLC because DLC cost extra money. So, oh, there is a quest over here. Marcinian's message. We've got to go up there. And there's a point of interest right here that we can go grab as well. Eagle Rock Ruins. Ah! An ogre! Ooh, a chest.
It's pleasant when the environmental and geographic elements of a locus are so neat.
Ooh. Collection updated. Poison Arrow, Crimson Red. Oh. Ah! Gold Road Pathfinder. Okay, my inventory's full. Of course it is. But I'm not going to be one of those people that disgustingly leaves a chest with rubbish in it, chat. Did you know if you open a chest and you only take a couple of items out, that chest is left there for the next poor sausage who goes to collect it and realises that actually nothing that they want is in there. So thanks to everyone that has ever done that. And I hope you feel terrible. I hope you feel terrible that you have left that chest of rubbish for a poor, poor, unsuspecting victim. And now you know better. So don't feel bad, because now you know better. You didn't know before, but now you do. So always take everything out of the chest, okay? Never unlock a chest and leave just gold in there or something. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right, we need to go... Was it up there? I'm disorientated now. I think it was... Oh, it was back this way, wasn't it? It was up. I know that much. I had to go up. Up here, maybe? Ah. Illidwell.
Look up, cohort. Most research...
Hi, Geordie! Hope you're glad, because if you don't, I'll be sad. I love it. So how long have you been playing? Since before it came out.
For religious purposes?
I've been playing since before the beta.
Going somewhere?
I absolutely love Elder Scrolls Online. I queued up for 2 hours to play Elder Scrolls Online at Eurogamer before it was even called EGX. And it was in Earl's Court instead of where it is now. And I loved every second of it, and I still love every second of it. I've been playing for over a decade, basically. Where is this? I swear, I just saw the quest. It was coming up as a note, and now I can't see it. Ah, there it is. Oh, flip. Oh, flip. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me heal myself, because I'm a vampire. Right, there's a quest here. And what appears to be a creature, a gua in... no, that's not a gua. Something in a trap. Called Verzidew. Right. To any helpful passerby. My dear... I'm trying to read. Can you stop doing pop-ups while I'm trying to read? To any helpful passerby. My dear friend Stargazer Saria hired me to find her lost pet, Warmmouth Verzidew. I'm a pretty good trapper, but wormmouths are soft, and the local woods are not a place for defenseless morsels to get lost alone. I took her advice and baited this trap with Verzidew's favourite snacks. Old bread and fruit. If by some miracle you come across the critter in my snare, I'd be more than grateful if you could help me reunite my friend with her companion. Soraya is waiting by Stonechip Tavern in Antus. She'll be overjoyed to see Verzidew again, and she'll reward you for your good deed. Trapper Marcian. Hello, little friend. Oh, did I just pick you up and put you in my pocket? Okay. And I think this is another quest. Where we're going to be going anyway. No, this is up there. Okay. So we don't have a quest for Hope Root. I feel like Hope Root is going to be main story. Speaking of main story, we're going to head over to the next part and run through a bunch of enemies and aggro them all because that's how we roll. The Seeds of Suspicion. And I believe...
Guard, Sir Klauser. This new act requires focus. Remain calm, Lady Sawera. Perhaps that's enough fire for now.
Hey, it's been a while since we saw you.
Ah, my friend. Would you believe it? You are speaking to the new Jester of Skingrad. Count Calantius was delighted by my performance. Or maybe amused is a better word. Hard to read him, really.
Congratulations on your appointment. You have a new act?
Oh, yes. We have to up the ante now. Need to give them a bit of...
Was his face burnt before?
A bit of, ooh. You know how the masses are. They always want to be wowed.
Sounds exciting.
It's a bit more dangerous than the last one. I need to get it just right. It may take longer, but we'll get it eventually. But thank you for all you've done for us. These little guys have been rolling...
I love that the random encounter changes if you've helped him in the past.
Time for a rest, friends. No need to push ourselves too hard now.
Oh, they're all so cute.
This new act we're working on is going to be quite the doozy. Oh, I was making my way to Skingrad from Anvil. The Gold Road was
He's already told us that. Oh my gosh, I love that. I absolutely love that it changes depending on if you've helped him out before. I love it. Right, we are heading into... What is this place called? We're gonna head to Vashaba! 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 And see if there's any quests along the road. Aha! A quest.
We're done here. Agreed, you arse.
Oh!
Fine.
Oh dear, is there a bit of a falling out going on here? What's up, Laney?
You rotten ruin of all the days. I'm sorry you had to see that, traveler. Our family drama is a poor welcome to Vashaba. Those two old timber pigs were our fathers. My beloved Clendigal and I simply can't get them to see reason.
This one must know. See reason about what?
We want to be married, and our fathers, trees take them, won't hear of it. You just saw the backside of an argument we've had many times. This was the last. Clen and I are going to leave. Start a new life. Can I ask a favor? I have coin.
What is the favor? Why will your fathers not let it wed?
They don't see eye to eye on anything. It's like they want to grind each other into bone meal. Long story. If you're inclined, find my Agawen Cyril and tell her we're leaving. We need supplies and she might be willing to help us.
Oriel can do that. She will find Agawen Cyril and let them know of your plans.
Cyril's my aunt. She owns the beer garden at the center of town. You can't miss her. Ifray, the singer himself, must have sent you. Thank you, traveler.
You said your fathers want to grind each other into bone meal.
I'm slightly exaggerating.
Sorry, I downed my tea and it's making me
While the
burpy.
language of my people is expressive and beautiful, we have no word for fundamentally disagree with to the point of violence.
And what do they disagree on?
My father's a Green speaker and devout follower of the Green Pact. Clendigal's father is an important envoy for King Nantharian's Dawnway. If they weren't so worried about appearances, they'd have punched each other in the bits by now.
They do not approve of your marriage because of their views?
They hated our match long before we crossed the River Strid and Vashaba was grown. But the last few months have been tense to the point of breaking. We tried one last blighted time to convince them, as you saw, and failed spectacularly, damn it.
Why can you not just get married? Ignore what your fathers think.
Ah, what a brilliant idea! Sorry. Perhaps where you're from that's an option, but not for us. Without the blessing of our fathers, not a soul in Vashaba would accept our union. That's just how we are.
Saucy! Saucy! It's saucy! Saucy! It's saucy! Saucy! It's your own! Saucy! 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 Hey y'all! Welcome back! Thank you so much for the resubscription. I really, really, really appreciate it. Welcome welcome back to the Offshore Tea Suppliers. Enjoy your chat badge, your emotes, the ability to change the room lights, and the ability to use sound commands. All the commands available to you are underneath exclamation mark commands. Enjoy. Thank you very, very much. You do not have anyone else who could bless your wedding?
We've plenty of family friends, but no one like that. Oakenburl. Clen and I both lost our mothers when we were young. It's one of the things that drew us together. We need our fathers to consent. Or we need to leave.
You can tell Coriel about Vashabar, yes?
It's our newly grown home. We're a clan of wood elves, originally from Valenwood. We follow the Green Pact, but a number of us support the Dawnway as well. We crossed the River Strid when the forest of Valenwood extended into Westweald.
You said Valenwood crossed the river?
Depends who you ask. Some believe the Green grew the forest and led us here to establish Vashabar. Those who follow the Dawnway see it as a sign we were meant to reclaim the land of our ancestors, provided you believe we're descended from Aeliads.
And you said your families hate each other.
I'm slightly exaggerating. But while the language of my people is expressive and beautiful, we have no... My father's magic weavers that speak to
I've already heard her say that.
shape the living wood that make up our homes. It's an ancient art form, and I'm proud to carry on the tradition. Vashabar would never have grown without my father and his magic. Obstinate old Ash.
This village is called Vashabar, you said. You can tell Coriel about it, yes?
It's our newly grown home. We're a clan of wood elves, originally from Valenwood.
Well, I've already heard her say that as well. Feel like we're going around in circles. That's okay.
Agawen means something like wise woman. I think it's an old joke between her and my father. In kinder times, he encouraged us to appreciate our culture and use our language.
Answer Coriel. How do you feel about the Green Pact?
Most days, proud, actually. I'm training to be a green speaker myself, following along the leaf trail of my father and his father before him. Obstinate old Gratoke that he is. I love him, damn it. I just wish he'd listen to me.
And kinda dead. Should I be concerned? I'm a little concerned. We've got 3 quests going on in here, bro. We got 3 quests going on in here. 3 different quests. We got 3 quests. We got 3 quests.
Curious where it came from? Forests like this don't usually spring up so quickly.
Why should we care what the Colovians think? Dawnwood is a miracle, and it's ours.
King Nantharian says the forest's a gift of the Green, and I believe him.
And what about the devastated region between Dawnwood and the rest of the Weald? They blame us for that, I hear.
Singing.
Quite the romance. First you steal from me, and then I steal from you. We steal from each other. But when we steal from them, a heaping boon is due. My thieving brother, you took my purse of gold. I would have shared it freely, but what's that I see in there? Ooh, look! I spy a steely. That's the rite of theft, a Bosma's sacred dance, a back and forth of slip and snatch. Quite the romance, quite the romance.
Okay, I love that song. That was great. That was brilliant. Oh my goodness. I enjoyed that. That was good. Right, that's the lady's aunt. But I think I'm gonna go talk to the Valenia's.
Lorraine needs to learn to hunt.
Wait, what?
You know it's time, Regamore.
She will, but not from you.
Who's that stranger?
I knew it. Trouble follows you again, Mother.
I forgot what quest this was.
Now.
Oh. Oh, this is the thief! Right.
This is not a good time, stranger. If you have business with me, make it quick.
Hook needs you to come to Outlaw's Refuge in Skingrad. Someone is killing the Scarlets.
Oh. Oh no. Someone is hunting the Scarlets. It's just as my son feared. My past has caught up to me again. I should have known it when I found the note on my doorstep.
Tell this one about this. No.
The note said an old friend wanted me to meet them in the woods to the west. I don't have any old friends. I threw it away. But if what you say is true, it might be the killer waiting for me.
No, this is from Gold Road.
My son away from here.
This is not a new quest. This is not an old quest line, it's new. Stay here. This one will see if anyone is waiting. Woods. Ooh, so we need to go check if someone's waiting in the woods. We need to go talk to that person's aunt. We'll do this one first, I think. Because then, otherwise, it's going to get confusing. I'm going to go to the meeting spot. Hello. Cracked spyglass. A burned fragment. Get her away from son and granddaughter. I harm innocents, not like no sane. Allow a murderous family deprive me of mine. Fire is necessary. Remind me of seeing. Hi, Earn. Come, elf. My knife grows tired of waiting. I think this person might have lost their mind a little bit while waiting out here. What the flip is going on? I don't remember doing it. It starts in Skingrad. It is a quest that starts in Skingrad. It came out with Gold Road. That's all I can tell you. It's my first time doing the Gold Road story, so...
Oh, it's only you.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare you, love.
I convinced Regamore to take Narain and return to Marbrook. He didn't need much persuading, so long as I promised to stay away until I was sure it would be safe. I suppose it's for the best. Was anyone waiting in the woods?
They were already gone. But this one found a camp with a spyglass and a scrap of a threatening note.
A spyglass? They were watching me and my family. A family I barely even know myself. I should have known someone with a past like mine doesn't get to retire.
No worries, John.
Children grow up.
So you will meet with Hook?
I'll have to. If something happened to my family on my account, I couldn't live with it. I have to face my past. The years in prison. Calum Vineyard, the fire, all of it. But I haven't even spoken to Hook since... Never mind.
Go on. When was the last time you spoke with...
The night before we hit the Calum Vineyard. Hook was supposed to return for a second scout before we broke in. An extra precaution. Instead, he wanted to meet that night to talk about... us.
Were you too close?
We were, but I was married.
Oh!
He urged me to leave the Scarlets after we split the Vineyard prize. Go back to my family. But I loved the thrill of it all. Prison changed that. By the time I got out, I wanted nothing to do with the Scarlets.
Ajit, see. She will meet you in the Outlaw's Refuge in Skingrad.
I'll need some time to make arrangements in case I don't come back. But I'll be there. For the others and for my family. I promise.
Ooh, okay. So she was planning to possibly cheat on her husband? Oh, this got spicy, didn't it?
Are you implying, Colovian?
I'm not implying.
Ooh.
I'm saying it outright. This land wasn't yours to grow a forest over.
Oops.
That's enough, Tribune.
Fine. You and the mercenary handle it.
Apologies.
Oh no, Badger, don't cook yourself!
What can you tell us about the seed my friend is carrying?
You stood in the ruins of Esduin, the halls of the ancients.
A Colovian soldier.
Why did you just randomly start saying that?
Throw around accusations. If not for Baragon, he may not be part of our settlement, but his good works are known to us. Well, what is it? What did you bring to show me?
We found this seed in Ostamir. Baragon thinks you might be able to tell us something about it.
Does he? Well, let me take a look. This appears to be a green spring seed, but it's unlike any that I've ever worked with before. It's infused with strange energy.
What is a green spring seed?
Green spring seeds are what green singers use to grow new sections of forest and shape them into enclosures and settlements. We use some to create Vashabar, but this one is corrupted. Still, something familiar. Wait, I've sensed this before.
You sensed something like this before? Where?
I was out exploring. Dawnwood may be a blessing, but I'm curious as to its origin. And the devastated area troubles me. I ran into wood elves with a covered cart. There was a whiff of strange magic about it. It must have been one of these seeds.
Where exactly did you see this covered cart?
Here, I'll mark your map. I met the wood elves with a covered cart in the hills east of Leftwheel. If you find more of these corrupted seeds, burn them. And don't worry, I'll destroy the one you gave me after I finish examining it.
Do you still do that ESO with Ninja 614? We've not officially stopped, but with all of us being content creators or having jobs, it's really hard to find the time every week or even every other week to get together and play D&D. But we did have 2 seasons of what was called Roads Less Traveled, which was a D&D campaign set in the Elder Scrolls Online universe. For those that don't know, or Elder Scrolls universe rather. If any of you didn't see it, basically campaign season is I'm a little T-bot down, or is she just lagging? Season 1 was me, Ninja 614, Arcaneer Dawn Whisper with Ophelia as the DM. I played an Alfiq Khajiit called Kajaji, and Ninja 614 played Givestick Tail, an Argonian, obviously. Arcaneer played Wilhelm, a Nord, and the lovely Dawn Whisper played Carolyn, a High Elf. It was such an amazing campaign, and that one is fully finished, so you can watch it from beginning to end. There might be one-shots of it in the future, but those characters their journey has ended, and I was so sad because Kajaji has a special place in my heart as my first proper D&D character that I've ever made. I've made other D&D characters, but never actually played them as much as I did her. Like, she was the proper one that I connected with. Then we've got season 2, which was Rainil, my wood elf, and she was quite, confused about, everything, actually. And then we had, oh my gosh, I'm trying to remember the new season characters, because we've not really played that much of the new season. We don't really know anything about Ark's character. I think he was called like Lightning or Thunder or something, but that's all we know. We don't really know his real name or anything about him. He's just a very confused person who has some connection with the storm for some reason. We have the King, Ninja, playing an Imperial in this game, which is absolutely nutty because everyone knows that the word Imperial is banned in Ninja's campaign, in Ninja's chat. And then we had Dawn Whisper, who plays a lovely, well, I don't think we found out what race her character was yet, but a 13-year-old kid in the middle of a World's End Elder Scrolls campaign. It's so much fun, and I really, really recommend you watch it. If we could play it every day, we would. And we're all really sad that we are not playing it as regularly anymore, but all of us are just so busy with, we're all just so busy with life, and I think all of us are kind of quite not happy for us to have like a hiatus, but a lot of us just don't have the time to do it. So it's really sad, and we do still stay in contact. We share D&D memes with each other, and there will probably be some one-shots down the line with us, I'm sure, but the continued campaign is definitely on hiatus because of everyone just being so busy. Ophelia is the most incredible DM, and I really, really, maybe it was RLT. Is it RLT? Oh, there we go. There it is. There's the links for you. Season 1 and Season 2 for you to go watch. There's also a lot of one-shots on Ophelia's channel as well. She's an incredible DM. dungeon master. I highly recommend you go check her out. Go give Ophelia a follow and go watch Roads Less Traveled. And if you do watch Roads Less Traveled and you clip anything or share any memes, we do have a D&D channel in our Discord. I would love, love, love for you to come and join. Darn, I was looking forward to some more. Have you caught up completely? Because if you have, well done. Don't worry, I'm sure we'll be doing some one-shots or something. Like I said, it's not indefinitely ended. It's just life got so busy, and before we knew it, it'd been months and months and months since we last played. I think the last time we played was probably Christmas time, I think, or New Year time. We came back for like a Christmas New Year time episode. It was brilliant though. But I think we're all quite happy if we do like one-shots and things, because it's... I loved having a continued campaign, but it was just trying to find the time to play, really. I don't know. Yeah. Tribune Aelia thinks some of your people might be part of the recollection.
The Tribune sees a threat in the eyes of every Bosmer, but she may not be wrong.
Yeah, no, we're all still good. We actually met up in person for the first time at ESO 10 in Amsterdam, and there's videos and pictures of us all rolling dice and stuff. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Actually, there's a video that I put on TikTok of ESO 10, and we all rolled the dice as much as we could until we got a natural 20, and everyone got a natural 20 within 1 or 2, 3 rolls. I was the last one to not get a natural 20, and I was kept rolling the dice and kept rolling the dice, and then I did like a little, I can't remember exactly what I said, but I said something like, Kajaji give a natural 20, yes? And as soon as I did that, I got my nat 20. As soon as I like praised to Kajaji, I got my natural 20, and I was so happy because I just loved that that happened, and that was not planned or anything like that. It just naturally happened, and we all just screamed because it was perfect. But yeah, Oath gave us all a dice each, and we rolled in person, and it was lovely. The Dawnway?
Our new settlement consists of 2 Bosmer factions, those who observe the Green Pact and those who follow the Dawnway. These elves cultivate crops and harvest wood, but they would never abuse the Green's gifts by corrupting a Green Spring ritual.
Tell Coriel more about the Green Pact. I know about the Green Pact, but I like to listen
Children
anyway.
of the Green. Long ago, we swore to never harm the living forest. We do not cut wood or pluck fruit. In exchange, the forest shelters us and shapes itself to our needs. Those who follow the Dawnway walk a different path.
How did you grow this forest so quickly?
We had nothing to do with the appearance of Dawnwood. King Nantharion tells us that it is a natural extension of Valenwood. That its sudden growth is proof that we are meant to reclaim our rightful heritage of this land.
Dawnwood? Valenwood? King Nantharion?
Dawnwood is what we call this new forest.
Saucy! 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 Caught me off guard! Saucy! 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 Woo! Saucy! Yeah! Saucy! Saucy! Hey, yo! Hey, my distortion! Thank you so much for the resubscription. I really appreciate it. Welcome welcome back to the Offshore Sub Players. Enjoy your chat badge, your emotes, the ability to change room lights, and the ability to use sound commands. All the commands available to you are underneath exclamation mark commands. Enjoy! Thank you very much. Sorry you're in the middle of a story. It's fine. I appreciate you. I will stop and dance in the middle of my story. And since we have a new subscriber, I think it's time for me to say subscribers on both the platforms I stream on. Please show me your sausages. Thank you. In Ostermere, where we found that seed, the recollection indicated that they created the new forest.
That makes no sense. No ritual I know of can make a forest grow so quickly. If the corrupted Greenspring seed, this Wildburn seed, is capable of that, I really must study it. I need to determine if the seed's taint has spread into the green.
chainsaw just turned up at the door. We didn't order a chainsaw. It wasn't our name on it. I think it was the previous owners. I was tempted to keep the chainsaw, but I decided that I feel like I wouldn't trust me or Badgers with a chainsaw, and that is a very expensive item to argue with a shipping company if they do report it as us taking it. If they'd left it outside or something and it wasn't signed for, probably would have kept it. Because, you know, these big companies, they will just send out another one. But no, I'm not going to do it when it's signed for, because that, and I really don't trust anyone with a chainsaw. That and the previous owners haven't done anything bad to us, apart from some of things are. But they were also very nice and did a lot of things to help. So yeah, I was a bit like, but I know the name because it was the name of their son who was here quite often. So it's not like, I don't think it's a threat from someone or anything. It was actually the previous owner's son. So hopefully they didn't expect us to just accept it and then they'll come pick it up later. We rejected it, told them to take it away. Luckily, this shipping company did, because I've had that before when I've been delivered a parcel that wasn't mine. They're like, sorry, because you've opened the door, we have to give it to you. And you can't turn it away. But this time, luckily, they took it away. Because I don't know about you, but I think a suspicious chainsaw, yeah, I'm not, if it was like, it's a bit, If it was like, you know, a teapot or something, fine. But a chainsaw, no. That's like hundreds of pounds worth of equipment that I'm not going to be liable for. So, yeah, sorry about that. A random chainsaw turned up at the door. Do you trust me or Badgers with a chainsaw? Would a chainsaw be handy? Absolutely. Would I like a free chainsaw? Absolutely. Would I trust either of us with a chainsaw? No. No, I wouldn't. I would never let Badgers use a chainsaw. Anyway, back to the game. This corruption and strange energy you sense. You know what that is, yes?
I need to conduct tests, make a detailed study. But if I had to guess, I think it carries a whiff of Daedric magic, which could explain the unprecedented explosion of energy and the area of devastation along the border. The wild burn.
The wild burn.
Now that she mentioned it, I've heard...
Yeah, Grandy and Papa Pow I trust with a chainsaw. Me and Badgers never. No.
Seeds of the green with Daedric magic. That's unthinkable. Before we go look for that cart, we should talk to King Nantharian first.
Why do you want to talk to King Nantharian?
King Nantharian's an interesting person. Charismatic, a visionary. He saw an opportunity and rallied Wood Elves to follow him and start this settlement. As I understand it, he leans toward the Dawnway more than the Green. We need to warn him.
Warn him about what exactly?
That his followers are in danger. While drawing Wood Elves away from the Green is next to impossible, Green speaker Sorrelin notwithstanding, the followers of the Dawnway are ripe to be recruited by the Recollection. The king needs to know.
All right. Let us warn the king before we go find the cart. And the green speaker told us about. Why did I just say and the green speaker? That the green speaker told us about. Go to King Nantharian's residence. Okay, which is above. Okay, King Nantharian's here? Well, okay. I don't think I necessarily expected him to just be hanging out here, but cool.
Halt! King Nantharian sees no one without good cause.
We have good cause. We've come to warn him of a danger to Vashabar.
Very well. But the legionary must remain here.
Fine. I'll wait here.
Thank you, Tribune. Come, friend.
Hello! Oh, a chest. Just hold on, the king. Hold on a minute. Just very, very important over here. Very, very important. Imperative importance over here. Just give me 1 second, sir. Your Majesty, Your Highness, Your Excellency. Okay, sorry, what was that? What did you want?
Greetings, stranger. All are welcome in Vashabar. But tell me,
who enters my humble abode with Baragon, the hero of Ninglinir Pass. And what was that about a danger to our unassuming town?
Kajitis Goriel. Baragon thinks the Recollection may be recruiting its members among your people.
The Recollection? Yes, we have heard of this new order, but it has nothing to do with Vashabar. Do you really expect to find such violent agitators in this peaceful hamlet?
Green Speaker Solelelelelen is from Vashabar, right? She is a member of the Recollection.
Greenspeaker Sorlin helped us settle Dawnwood and build our town, but I haven't seen her in weeks. I assumed she had done her part and returned to Valenwood. Not everyone is prepared to break away from the familiar and start anew.
We also took a corrupted Warburn seed from the Recollection. We gave it to Greenspeaker Darolololith.
A wild burn seed? I've never heard of such a thing. But then again, I'm not a Greenspeaker or a spinner. And what did Derolith make of this strange seed? I know she's been trying to determine how our Dawnwood came to be. Does she suspect a connection?
The Recollection said they created the forest. She said we might find more seeds east of West Left the Wheel.
That's not far from Hoperoot, our new settlement. Count Calantius has refused our offers of cooperation, so I cannot assist you directly. But if you learn anything more that you feel I should know, find me at Hoperoot.
All right. We will check it out at Hoperoot. We learn any more.
Hoperoot lies to the north of Vashabar, just before you enter the devastated region. I'll be there, supervising the establishment of our next settlement. Good luck to you, adventurer.
You are really a king, yes?
I am the leader of the Dawnwood settlements of Vashabar and Hoperoot. The Bosmer I lead wanted no further part in the endless struggle for the Imperial throne. So when the Green extended the forest north into Westweald, I sought it aside.
You just decided to found a kingdom in Westweald.
The lands between Skingrad and Kvatch were all but abandoned after the troubles of the last decade. The Strid Vale was a frontier ready to be settled. When the Green extended the forest, I led my people out of Sylvanar to build a new home here.
How did you get all these elves to follow you?
I am the son of a noble family of Sylvanar, House Rill. Under the Second Empire, we ruled with little interference from Cyrodiil or Eldenroot. Many elves still remember those days with fondness.
Thank you, John and Mind. Really appreciate you being here. We'll see you again very, very soon. Have a lovely rest of your day or an amazing sleep and wonderful dreams, whatever you're doing with your day. I don't know where you are. Time is funky. Coriel understands that some wood elves here do not follow the green path.
All are welcome in Dawnwood, no matter their beliefs. Some follow the Green Pact, others seek a new path, the Dawn Way. You know, the roots of the Dawn Way are all around us, which is why I think the Green provided this new forest and led us here.
What do you mean, the roots of the Dawn Way?
Were you not aware that we stand upon the realms of the Saliak? You may call them aliens. They are the ancestors of my people. The ruins all around are not their legacy. No, their legacy are the Bosmer. Alien blood runs through our veins.
Fine, thank you. Biddies. Thank you very much for the Tiggo biddies. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Tell this one. Called Baragon the hero of Ninglinir Pass.
Like many Bosmer, I am acquainted with the heroic tales of Baragon Shockdagger. I spotted him in our town recently and made sure to refresh myself on his exploits. He saved many Bosmer at Ninglinir, or so I hear. You should ask him about it.
I've already asked him if he's really a kin. King?
We'll meet you near Left Wheel, friend. If there's another seed there, we need to find it.
You were in there for a while? What did Nantharion have to say?
King Nantharion said the Count Calantius refused his offers to work together.
The Count doesn't know Nantharion. He and his wood elves showed up right after the new forest appeared without so much as a by your leave.
Oh, I'm sorry, Metal. You can use your imagination. I did before the add-on.
Did Nantharion say anything about the recollection?
Does not think any of his people are involved. He asked us to report to him if we learn any more.
Not involved. Of course he'd say that. As for reporting to Nantharion, that depends on what we find. I serve Count Calantius and the Legion, not some self-declared king. Let's meet at the spot the green speaker indicated, and go look for that seed.
Coriel, see you there. Okay. So we're going to be heading over to... Ontus, no? Is that where we were going? The voice of the village. Wait, what? Oh, up here. So before we go that way, we're going to do this other quest. We're going to talk to this lady's auntie. Just as a reminder, this one, it's two people that want to get married and their parents don't approve. So we've got to talk to their auntie to try and get some sneaky stuff going.
The owner and host, Cyril. Did I hear raised voices just now? Was that Lainey and her father?
You heard right. Lainey and Kalengal are fed up. Want to leave. Start a new life.
Green preserve me. My brother Nidalee and old Mint are the problem here, sure enough. They've never seen eye to eye. But since Vashabar grew, their views have petrified like ancient bark. Neither will bend, but it's the lovelies who suffer.
The couple wants you to gather supply for their travel. You will help them, yes?
Easy enough. I'll do it. But look, Lainey and Clendigal deserve love and their village both. Can you go talk to those old goats? Tell them their children plan to leave. Maybe that will make them finally see reason.
Lainey seemed sure that they would not change their minds.
How can you... I have just the thing. Take these. I brewed up a few casks of Jaga earlier this week. Offer them a drink, and maybe they'll be more inclined to listen. I'll be over by the stables when you're done.
This one will give them the Jagar and see what they have. See you at the stable.
Those old manners should be in pod houses around the village. And don't worry if they get cranky. They're more bark than branch, if you take my meaning. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
Yes. Coriel can ask you a few questions, yes?
Of course. You're kind to involve yourself in affairs of the heart like this. Family, tradition, belief. Oh, my brother. What a mess.
You want Lainey and Kalengal to marry, yes?
I want them to be happy, sap sweet as that is. They've put off their own plans for years now, first supporting their fathers and then the village. If they want to stand and be married, Ifrey himself couldn't dissuade me.
Why does Lainey call you Agawen Cyril?
Since we were kids, I've been trying to get Nidalee to listen to reason. He may be a pillar of the community now, but to me, he'll always be my little brother. He thinks he's teasing me by calling me a wise woman, but I secretly love it.
Why were you so quick to...
In Valenwood, the oldest trees are revered, but the long shadows they cast can strangle saplings before they take root. Minth and Nidalee are much the same. They're giants, but we need new growth to secure the future.
And what is in this Jagar that you gave Coriel?
Pig's milk, primarily. It's my own recipe, so there's a bit of this and a bit of that in there for flavour and body. If you like that, you should taste my rot meth. I've been brewing a batch for Lainey's wedding ceremony since she was a baby.
Oh, so she believed in them from the start. What a shame that they're a cranky old couple of old goats. Oi, you! Sort it out!
Ifrey's needs a stranger. Welcome. What can this old green speaker do for you?
Before we get down to business, how about we share a mug of Jagar? It is Cyril's best.
My sister sent you.
Chat! I'm sorry, but we must stop this in its tracks, for my dinner is ready. I thought we had a bit longer, but we don't. Unfortunately, if you're watching the VOD, this is the end of the line for you. I've got to run away before my dinner goes cold and I get in trouble. But thank you so much for coming along today. I appreciate you all so, so much. And if you're watching the VOD, this is the end of the line for you. We're going to leave it on a cliffhanger. Will the wedding happen? Will they make friends? Will I get them tipsy? I don't know. We're going to find out next time. Don't forget, you don't just deserve a life. You deserve a happy, healthy, and fulfilled life. Until next time, if you're watching live, do stick around because we're going to do a little bit of a credit situation. But if you're watching on the VOD,